Hey there, Scorpio community. Soul Tigers here with a story for this wonderful community. Community of extreme emotions. Now, what's the vibe I'm picking up? This Scorpio in this story has been overly focused. So overly focused that it hurts my eyes. Like, I don't even want to wear glasses. It hurts my eyes. And what else I was picking up, because as I get ready, I start to channel the energy. And look at what I got in my pocket here. Big old chunk of rose quartz. The only ring I got on is my rose quartz. Another thing I have on, can't see it, it's my tie-dye. Big heart. Big heart. I'm really was picking up the vibe of soft pink kind of vibrations. And if you are a masculine energy, again, it's just the vibrations of that color. And what that tells me is there's a gentleness that's needed. Maybe that's what's going to get this Scorpio to the ideal comfort that they're looking for, instead of jumping from one extreme, focusing on what's kind of driving them nuts, and then going to another extreme where they're overly focusing on something else just to get away from that other thing. Be careful. Be careful, because then that's when you have little mishaps that can happen. You can start to get really short with yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and go for it. I got the green. So we're going to start off with Talisman Oracle. And let's see what wants to come out for the introduction. Okay. There's some kind of forwardness needed. Usually I won't take a lot of cards like this, but there's some forwardness that's needed. So we'll start off with the two that land towards my amethyst, my chartwright, also my sand dollar, intuition, protection, and being able to submerge oneself into the emotions in a positive way, a way of being able to process. And the ones that land there, look at, there's a heart. Passion. What I'm hearing to say, a part of the passion that drives you is being close with the wisdom. Wisdom that this Scorpio, I'm hearing, has inherited. And I would point those to gifts. Making sure to stay protecting them. Not falling susceptible to what I would say is disconnecting. Disconnecting with yourself, disconnecting with your intuition. And what else I have land here is good luck. When it comes to aligning with that wisdom within your passions, it's going to feel like you're running on luck. But this is where you're going to find the diamond in the rough. This is where, again, you're going to unlock something really, really neat when you come to finding out a little bit more about yourself. And that's embracing yourself. Because the more we hold ourselves at bay because we don't understand how we feel or how we're interpreting things, we have a block with ourselves. When you can accept yourself and really hold yourself and be open to what you're feeling, that's when you're going to start connecting. That's when you're going to start feeling a little bit more protected. Protection. And with this, I'm hearing it comes from within. This is going to be a big shift within. All right, we have, talk about a couple cards bonuses here for this community. Part of that protection is going to be casting away negativity. Oh, come on, Scorpio. This is you right here. Snake also represents Scorpio energy. And if you haven't caught one of my videos before, it's because they're able to take in so much, grow, but then they're able to shed their skin and become anew, but they still take that wisdom with them. What is this sharp thought or thoughts that this Scorpio holds on to? Destiny. This finding yourself, the part of you that's the diamond in the rough, it's the key. It is the key. I have protection, castaway, and now this one that's all looking towards the good luck and the passion. Change. Just as the seasons come and go, so do we, as we enter different chapters of our lives. Sometimes we start out lower and we end up on a higher branch because we learned some stuff that year. We learned a little bit more about ourselves. So how can this change be a positive to where it can be also protection for the Scorpio in this story? Because if you think about it, a chameleon changes for protection, to protect itself from predators or to be able to feed itself. It's all about survival. And if you want to be the top, you have to be adaptable. You have to understand things are going to change. Some seasons are going to have your favorite kind of bug for this chameleon. And some seasons will bring in more bugs, but it's not going to be your favorite kind of flavor. What is it? All right. This is fitting for Scorpio. Let's see. Rebirth. This is it. This is what this community's about. Don't you hold back that transformation for this Scorpio. They get really disrupted. They can't move forward. They can't. Everything just kind of starts piling up on them. Almost as if, and no offense to anybody, it's only the example I know to use, as if you were stepping into a hoarder's house. That's what ends up happening metaphorically to a Scorpio. Things are getting piled up, but they want to move, but they can't. There's just too much around. Banish a curse. What I'm hearing to say is curses are created from negative vibrations. And they say love conquers all. When things feel sharp, when they're running at ends with when you're running at ends with yourself, when you're entangled in yourself, Scorpio, remember your other symbol, snake. You know how to move. You know how to be grounded. Find it. Don't let other things, other outside influences start to entangle you up. If it's a PTSD thing, then I highly suggest being able to talk to somebody. Really reaching out. You're here right now, so you're curious. That's a good thing. Talking to somebody who is of sound mind. Not somebody who's going to feed into what you want to hear. Somebody who's going to listen. Because a lot of times, and this is what I feel like, this Scorpio needs to unload. They just need somebody to go up into this home with them and just listen to them and just help them unpack and start to put all that stuff that was built up outside for it to be taken, recycled, whatever. And I feel like what's being pushed with that part of the message is this is going to help Scorpio align with people again. Because they're going to see another side of humans that isn't so harsh. All right, so let's get going towards the present, because that's a lot. That is a lot. Take time. I would even go back and re-listen to the beginning of this again. Just kind of absorb it. What it is that you're going to find keys. What it is that's going to resonate. All right. Let's go ahead and see what would like to come up for the present. Angels of protection. All right. So we have a King of Pentacles who lands on the Queen of Swords. And he's only under the release negativity. And this feminine energy, the Queen of Swords, is under the castaway negativity, but also destiny. And would you know it? They're in reverse. They are not good matches. This one doesn't even pay attention to this one. Not gonna lie, this one is a little busy themselves. Whatever this past situation is, present situation, even when they go upright, it's still not working. I feel like whoever is the more feminine energy is really, really wanting to put positiveness towards it. But it gets translated something else because this masculine energy is always just looking off. But somehow this situation is the key. It's the key so far to a transformation. It's the key to not handing over something for this Scorpio in this story. What else would like to come out? All right, here we go. Ace of Swords. Lands in reverse. Under that castaway, negativity, and protection. This person makes this Scorpio feel very unstable. Unstable in the sense where they kind of look back and it's like, I don't want to say they're translating it as their fault. What I want to say is they're being too open to excuses. What else would like to come out? So I have the Five of Pentacles, side position. Four of Pentacles, side position. And these land on protection and destiny. Here we go. This lesson is going to bring everything this Scorpio really wants. So I also have a Nine of Cups that landed onto protection, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and castaway negativity. What I'm hearing is this transformation is going to get this Scorpio closer. If they can get that cup to turn. But what I'm reflecting on is whoever this situation's about, I don't see it coming with Scorpio. This is kind of like maybe a solo thing. And then I have balance. And balance is translated into the Temperance. And then I had the Three of Staves. What Scorpio is trying to do with this situation is they want to heal it. They want to come in and be the protection, be the angel, be the blessing of this situation. Be the protector. They've put a lot on their shoulders for this situation, and they feel like it's up to them. Like, what I'm hearing is nobody can do it without them. This person, this situation, this place, because it could be a workplace, could be a hobby place, could be a place of volunteer. They just, or a person, they just feel like this person is not going to find another one who's going to wake this person up. And as I say that, here she comes. And I have this Queen of Pentacles who's looking at the Temperance. But she's in side position. She's turning into side. She's on the Five of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Kings, that Ace of Swords, the Staves. And she is really looking at how she's coming in. Not only am I coming in with stability, But I'm coming in with like angelic energy. They want to be this blessing for this person. They feel like this person deserves a very, very, very big blessing. Wow, the Scorpio in this story is really, really positive about this situation. Even though it's not a great match for them, even though it is holding up their transformation, they see it like really positive. This is my mission. It's my purpose. But I'm sorry to say this, Scorpio. If it's holding up a transformation, then it could be part of something else. I'm not going to read that. I'll let you all just read that. But it's going to be something else. And I have to put it out there. But I'm trying to do it in a less harsh way. Everybody is entitled to their free will. This is just a story about somebody on their path, a Scorpio on their path. All right, let's talk about the block. What is it that needs to come out in this block? All right, that lands on the Temperance that this Scorpio doesn't see. Here we are. They have a choice. They have a choice. And this Two of Coins looks at this. They can have the rebirth, or they can stay dealing with this situation. What I'm hearing is, because this coin, or these coins, the Two of Coins card is almost in side position. Then after that, it's going to go into reverse. It's not going into upright. All right. What else would like to come out? And I have a Page of Wands. Land under the Destiny. Land on the Queen of Pentacles. This mismatch of a situation has taken, or is slowly starting to seep away, that passion. And I feel like that passion for the ideal outcome, the wishful outcome, the outcome that Scorpio would give everything for, what they're trying to give everything for. What they won't have that Tower moment for the transformation. And it lands on Two of Wands and upright. What I get with this is this Scorpio has really made this situation their world. And there's an ancestor that says that's not okay. That is not okay. You should be your world. You should be putting yourself first. You should be doing more for you instead of having to hold on to this person and carry them everywhere. They should be able to be on their orbit on their own. What I'm hearing is they're not a baby. Whatever this situation is. It could be person again, place, thing. Anything else want to come out for the block? Have a 10 of coins that lands under good luck on that balance on the 2 of coins. It's a little bit like this. Careful what you surround yourself with. Just be careful. That's what I get from that card. I can't go into more because I'm being told to stop. I have my limitations on what I can bring out. But be careful what you surround yourself with. Things that you use. And then I have the 6 of Swords that lands on the 2 of Wands. And as I was ending my sentence, what I would translate to that is whatever it is that the Scorpio could surround themselves by within, it could definitely take you down a path where somebody else is steering for you. They're making all the calls. They're making all the shots. They're even though say you're doing all the work, they'll take all the benefits of it. They'll take all the claim, all the good stuff, and leave you out in the cold. In order to have this Tower moment, and this is very fitting, in order to have this Tower moment, the Scorpio and this story is going to have to fill their cups a little different, a little bit more positive. And this is going to be always re-solidifying that day in and day out. I am loved. I am wanted. I am beautiful. I am whole. I am blessed. It's really looking at self and reconfirming yourself about you in a positive light, positive direction. That's the change that needs to come in. That's what's going to relight those passions. That's what's going to make you have a Tower moment with this situation. Because once you start to see your value, you're going to be like, well, this person keeps making me feel like shit. Why do I keep going back? What is the point of this? Every time I come here, I feel like crap. And I spent all day helping myself feel good. I spent all week working on this. And in one shift, one hangout sesh, one just, going around just to go mess off, I feel like crap again. You could be absorbing too. Absorbing all their stuff. Yeah. Have a 3 of Swords. Absorbing their thoughts. Their mental state. And you're taking it out on yourself. And I have a 10 of Wands in reverse. Let's see what it looks like in upright. And if you didn't catch it, it's the Kraken. And the Kraken is taking this ship down. what I get from that card is it's going to be a lot of murkiness to navigate. A lot of finding your strength and not just letting people, situations walk all over this Scorpio. I'm here to ask for 2 more cards. All right. And when it comes to this other energy, this King of Pentacles, this Queen of Swords, this opposition, but yet the Scorpio is trying to come in their best. I have a Page of Swords. And upright. What I'm hearing is you are the wielder of the game. Meaning that this Scorpio has more power in this situation than what they know. As soon as they let go of that negativity, it's only up from there. Ain't nobody gonna be able to mess with you on this level. Alright, and that's the last one. 4 of Cups. Lands on the 4 of Pentacles. The 9 of Cups. 3 of Swords. 10 of Wands. What is it that this Scorpio needs to say goodbye to? What old habits, old ways of feeling that they need to say goodbye to? That's when they're gonna once they start realizing they're not somebody's doormat, they're being honest with themselves. They're really feeding themselves, pouring into their cups with their emotions of positivity, positive affirmations, stepping into who they are. They're really going to say, bye. Bye, Felicia. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for this vibe. I'm going to go do me. And I'm going to be happy. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the Universe Oracle cards. Alright. What is it, divine and universal energy that will help out for the block for this Scorpio? Help them see a guiding light in the darkest of places. This lands on the 9 of Swords right here. When I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Whoever this other person is, situation is, once you reach past it, like I said, nobody on that level is going to be able to mess with you. They're not going to be able to poke at you because guess what? The Scorpio in this story is going to be a little bit more aligned with themselves in self-love, but also in confidence. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Look at the cycles of the moon. The exploring of that shadow side. A lot of people like to run away from the shadow side. What I've learned with the shadow side is the side that needs the most love. A lot of people rather delight in things that are so awesome and so wonderful. But if they never confront that shadow side, then they don't even get to delight in even more things. They're always limited. Because if you can delight in things that are of elegance, of maturity, of honor, of compassion. You're in for a treat. All right, let's get a few more cards to come out. What else needs to come out for this frequency? This is what's going to help with this Tower moment. This is what's going to help you harness that you are your world. And not let someone else always lead. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. When we start to govern our prayers in a certain narrative, then we are attached to certain outcomes. When you can release your attachment to ideal outcomes, then you start to welcome in the flow of life and the different things that can come in that you're not blocking anymore because you have a fence of expectations. All right. 2 more cards. Let's go ahead and get 2 more cards. There they are. There they are. And what lands on the key to prayer is to forget what I think. Obstacles are detours in the right direction. Don't get so sad because the expectations aren't coming in the way that this Scorpio wants. Life isn't that simple. And if you really want what you're dreaming about, you're going to have to work for it. And to help with the Tower moment and rekindling that passion again, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. When we focus on all the pieces that we feel like are missing because we get aligned with situations that are not going to produce our ideal outcomes, we tend to leave pieces of ourselves with these situations. And depending on how much you've invested in a situation, how much you feel like that situation needs you, will depend on the size of piece that you will give. And when you've invested a very big part of you and it's not working, or these situations haven't worked, you can feel, quite frankly, like you are missing tons of pieces. Those tons of pieces, as you've tried to do, you can't go back and go get them from these situations, these energies. These pieces were meant to go with them. As harsh as that sounds, they were meant to go with them. It's a part of this transformation. It's a part of the destiny of learning about Scorpio. and how awesome they really are. Learning how to banish the curse of feeling like they're always going to be entangled in themselves. Each piece gets filled with love. And that's love for yourself. Seeing how awesome this Scorpio is. Because if you're on this channel right here listening to this, birds of a feather flock together. You ain't here because you ain't doing no work. You're here because there's something that you need clarity on. There's something that you needed a spark or just help finding the matches to light your candles to be able to see what's going on. Okay? So, with that being said, just lead in love for yourself. Anytime something happens with this situation, really lean into how you felt. Building yourself up, not tearing yourself down. Unattached to a specific outcome and let it flow. Because this situation is not your world. You are your world. Now, I'm going to rewind and back up and say everybody is entitled to their free will. What this channel is based for is positive messages, empowerment, and enlightenment. Now, if you are translating this as in you're not supposed to take care of this person who is handicapped, disabled, and I really mean in a sense where they can't take care of themselves or even a child, this is not what I'm saying to do. No, that's not. And I just want to be very clear because there are different people who watch this channel. Again, this is going to be leading into a positive. Because if it's a person that you're having to take care of, an elder that really needs you, or say a child, then that is a direct reflection of you. A lot of the stuff that they're putting out is a direct reflection. And they've been placed on this Scorpio's path for a reason. And you are the leader of transformation. You're a fixed sign. A lot of people look at fixed signs with a little bit of like adoration, admiring, because they can get so fixed in themselves and put up certain things, or get so fixed in wanting to help. But whether you're supposed to teach this person directly or indirectly, you healing yourself, you leading in love with yourself is what's gonna lead this example. Whether this example is fallen away from or this example is encouraging. All right. Because birds of a feather will flock together. And every situation is brought in for a reason. And that a reason is helping each individual get aligned with themselves a little bit more. All right, Scorpio community, I'm done rambling. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.